Hey, social friends, how are you? Tiff Marshall here. Thanks for tuning in. When you come in, make sure you say hey, Tiff, so I can say hey back to you. That applies to replay viewers as well. So I'm so excited to share this information with you. I am Tiff Marshall, I'm a social media strategist for faith-based organizations, but I just like to give general social media tips that can help all women in business. Okay, so listen. I do a lot of, observing online, and it's something that we in the social media world, we call it social listening. So we pay attention to what everyone is saying online, and how people are responding. So this week, I've probably over the last few weeks, I've noticed a few statuses that would say, hey, inbox me for my prices. So there is no right and there is no wrong, but I do want to share a different perspective about it. So when you come in, make sure you say, hey, Tim, so I can say, hey, back to you. All right. Hey, Mickey, I hope I'm saying that right. Miss Mitchell, how are you? Good to see you. And if you're in the social crew, you already know what to do. Drop those swirls. All right, so I won't do my little song right now. But anyway, all right. So one thing about having people to DM you for your prices, now that may be your business practice, and it may not be. So let me just share the pros and the cons of both sides. So there are a lot of people. Hey, Bridget, how are you? Bridget has like a beautiful closet. Beautiful, like if you like follow, like Bridget has like a beautiful closet. Hey Paige, hey, how are you doing? Paige is a real estate broker as well. Out there closing them homes. Congratulations. Even during COVID, she is doing her thing. And congratulations to all of the clients. Not all the clients. Congratulations to all of the people that she's helping to move into a new home. All right, so you may have seen and you may have been on either the consumer side of trying to inquire for a price, or you may be the one asking people to DM you. So here's the thing about it. Some business owners like to say, oh, DM me for my prices, because it somewhat creates, like some suspense, like, ooh, I wonder what it is. So you may, you may have people that will, flock to your inbox. However, I want to share that there are some people, probably more than there are not, that really don't want to go into your direct message. They don't want to inbox you for your prices. And here is why. You don't want to impose much work on the consumer to close the sale. Does that make sense? You want people to buy as soon as possible. You want them to add the item to the cart. You want them to check out. You want them to make the purchase as soon as possible. So when you add inbox me, that sometimes implies another step on the consumer, and they feel like they have to work what you buy. So picture it like this. Picture yourself at any retail store, and you're in line, and you get to the register with the item because you've seen the item already. Hey, Sharia, you get to the register with the item and you're ready to purchase, but the cashier tells you, oh, I can't take you right now. Go to the next aisle or go to the next lane. You're going to be upset, especially if you're in stores that typically have a long line. So you're in Walmart or you're at Ross and you have waited in line with that product, or you see that product that you're ready to buy. You contact that person. Basically, you make initial contact because you reached the counter, but now they're telling you, oh no, I'm not going to tell you the price, or the price tag on that is wrong. You've got to go on the next lane. So you're imposing an extra step upon the buyer that you want to refrain from, So there are many ways that you can combat that. And it might be exciting. I know it could be exciting if you've posted one of your products or your services and you have a lot of inquiries about it. So you want people to inbox you. I get it, because this is an inbox or text-friendly world. So we feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. However, I want you to consider catering to the client, because after all, you want them to purchase from you. You want them to opt in for the sale. Does that make sense? And since you want their money, you want them to do as less as possible. And I think that's a lesson that we have to learn, that convenience is key, right? Quick and easy always wins. That is what the customer wants. The customer wants quick and easy, because you have some people that say, well, why do I need to inbox you about your price, about your product? Right? So we have to think about it. I think a lot of times we forget that we're also consumers. So think about what you like. Now, again, Side note disclaimer, if this works for your business, if this sale model works for your business, then keep doing it. If you know that your people like to inbox you for prices, continue to do it. But I want to share 3 ways or 3 things that you should consider as well as asking people to inbox you. I'll be clear. If I get number 1, I'll give y'all the first thing to say. Hey, Sharaya. I think I said hey to you already. So the first thing will be is you got mail. So let's say that you posted a product and you have someone that's messaging you about your product. Just say, hey, Trinette, how are you? Tell them you got mail. So you had somebody to inquire, and I'm speaking specifically about maybe Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform, but specifically those 2. And someone has, hey, Alicia likes it, and someone has already say, hey, what's the price? How much? Inbox them. Take the initiative to go ahead and inbox them and say, hey, you got mail. And that you got remember that movie, You Got Mail? That movie was so good. And I think it kind of like gives people some excitement because it's like, oh, you got mail. Oh, I have something. It's like when we order from Amazon and we already like, you know how you order and you're picking out the window. You know how we do. We order one day and we pick out we order one moment and we're picking out the winner the second moment. So that's another way to create excitement and to create suspense and say, oh girl, you got mail, because they're probably inquiring. That way you're reaching out to them. You're taking the first step without having the consumer do all the work. All right, we're good. Hey, Miss Portia, how are you? All right, step 2. Well, not step 2, but second option. Second option is to tell the customer or reply right back to them. Reply right back on your feed and say, I have more than one exclusive offer. Let's talk. I have more than one option. When can we talk? So that way you are moving the customer directly to the phone, right? So that you can close a sale. Or if you say let's talk, then you're engaging them in an option, or maybe they may then feel welcomed, or they may then invite themselves to your inbox. So some of your prices, you might have different prices, different packages. So let people know, I have more than one exclusive offer. And when you say exclusive, that makes it sound better. That makes it sound like it's catered for and to the client. So hey girl, I have more than one option for you. When can we talk? Right? So you don't want to present 2 options. You don't want to say, oh, I have package A, package B for this, package C for this and that. You don't want to do that because then you're giving the client too many options. And if they have too many options, they won't pick anything. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'll pick it up what I'm putting down. If this makes any sense, and you please hit that like and share button. Hey, Miss Georgia. Right? Like and share. So you, again, make it easier for the client and you're commenting. And then when you're replying directly to their post, that, starts a conversation. You don't want to have like an entire conversation on your thread, but the more interaction there is on your thread, that's text friendly. Lord have mercy. That is algorithm friendly. Okay. That is algorithm friendly. The algorithm likes that because they see that there is communication between you, genuine, real communication between you and someone else. So communicate with that person. So the third one, number 3. All right, no problem, Miss Portia. Number 3. Thank you, Miss Georgia. Number 3 is, hey, thank you so much. Here is the direct link. Okay. Listen to me clearly. Stop sending people to your website to fish for your product. Do not send people to fish for your product. If they are inquiring about a certain item, send them the direct link so that when they click on that link, it goes right to that product or that service. There has been several times, there will be a whole lot more boutiques and other companies that would have had my money if I didn't have to go searching for the product. No one wants to search for your product. You might have a few people who are really going to take a lot of time and scan through each page. Think about when you go to Patrice, say, amen, yes ma'am. Hey Kayla girl. It's just like, for example, you searching on Google, right? Hey Sasha. She don't want to hear from me yet, but Sasha be doing my sewing. When y'all see me with sewing, Sasha want to do it. But she tell me don't tell people because she don't want to do all this here. Sasha would not take my before and after because she was like, I don't want nobody coming here with all this here. But anyway, how many of you go past the first or second page of Google? Hey, Miss Carolyn, how many of you go past the first and second page of Google? Probably none of you, right? So you want to have that same mindset when it comes to your website. If someone is asking you about a pair of shoes, give them the direct link, because again, you want to make it as quick as possible. Make sure that your checkout procedure on your website is quick and easy too. Give people several options, card or PayPal. Allow guest checkout. And I'm not a website expert, but I do know that much. Okay, you want to close a sale as quick as possible. So you do the work. If someone is inquiring about a specific product, then you need to go and send them the direct link so that they can check out as soon as possible. Okay, and if you don't have a website, get a landing page of some sort. And I can talk about that another time. But your landing page will get them right there as soon as possible. So when you're in contact with people, instead of saying DM me for my prices, and then honestly, what happens after the DM? What happens after they message you? Then what? What if they don't respond? So keep a lot of that conversation, not a lot of it, but you want to initiate that conversation and show that, what, here it is. Because guess what? Some people may not respond. They may just be scrolling and they might see the link and tap on it and go. But if you're trying to hoard everything in your inbox, you may not, or you may be missing out on some sales, because some people, they scroll more than anything. They scroll more than they like. They scroll more than they post. Hey, Katia, she's in her social career as well. Hey, Miss Carolyn. So does this make any sense? Miss Carolyn and I, it's so ironic that 2 days ago, Miss Carolyn Powery in our live 2 days ago, we were talking about social media etiquette and basically having on appropriate attire. And then today, what's the comedian? What not Winans? Wyans? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The man was on giving a salute, a congratulatory message to the class of 2020 and got up and had no pants on. I don't think he was like, y'all think that was real? I think it was a whole stunt. I think it's a whole stunt. But anyway, so just reconsider. And again, if it works for you to send everybody to your DM, then by all means do it. I would encourage, if you're sending traffic to your direct message to your inbox, make sure that you also have an autoresponder on, because you're going to train people to always inbox you. Right? And you don't want to be a slave to your phone because you don't have the systems in place to respond to people. So that's why I always suggest sending people to your landing page, sending people to your website, or sending them through some type of sales funnel, so that you don't always have to have your phone in your hand, and you could close sales without having your phone in your hand. You can close sales without being online if you have your systems in place. Now that's a whole nother conversation, right? About systems. I know it's a joke, Sasha. That's a whole nother conversation, but listen, there are more things that you could say, but these are 3 that I want you to try. So instead of saying inbox me for my prices, right? We don't want to impose work on the buyer. We want to say, hey girl, you got mail. Or what's up, dude, you got mail. So you send them the information. Okay, because you're happy that they asked about your product. You're going to deliver it to them. You're not going to make them work. You're going to do the work because you want to close the sale. Okay, make it quick and convenient. Number 2, you can reply, say, hey, I have more than one exclusive offer. When can we talk? It's important to try to get the buyer to move as quick as possible, and that also brings me to another point. If you wait on people to move, you're not going to close as many sales as possible. You have to initiate that thing. You have to be the engineer of the sale. You don't want to wait on people, because you can say inbox me and their inbox might come a week later, or they may not even see your message because, thank you for that, because people, their notifications, I'm tagging a lot of content throughout the day. I miss a lot of my notifications because I log out of Facebook for a few hours a day and I don't get on anything. Right? It's just a part of my focus. So you're saying inboxing somebody may not have seen it, but if you take the initiative to reach out to them, then it works. And then the third option is to say, hey, here's my direct link that will take them directly to the product. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here to assist. There is no right and there is no wrong, and there is no perfect social media post. We are all learning this thing together, right? Because when we think about starting a business or nonprofit organization, whether it be a church or whatever, we're not experts in everything that we have to do. We are the treasurer, we are the bookkeeper, we are the marketer, we're the chaplain, we're everything in our business. So hopefully, I hope this marketing tips helps you. And one thing, when I do my social media courses and my social media workshops, I teach the acronym ABC: always be closing, always be closing. Close the deal and have a system to do it. So until next time, be social. So social, I appreciate the likes and the shares.